Has anyone ever been to a wedding where someone actually objected? I was photographing my cousin Melissa's beach wedding in San Diego. White chairs on golden sand, flower petals down the aisle, California sunset, perfect Instagram material. Her fiancé Derek was the investment banker type. Slick hair, expensive watch, practiced smile. They'd been together for 2 years after meeting at some charity gala. I'd only met him a few times, but something felt off. Maybe how his eyes wandered whenever pretty waitresses passed, or how he'd check his phone suspiciously. The ceremony was going beautifully. Melissa's friend sang an acoustic version of Can't Help Falling in Love as the officiant guided them through vows. I was getting amazing shots, thinking this would boost my portfolio. Then came that moment. If anyone has any reason why these two should not be joined in matrimony, speak now or forever hold your peace. That's when we heard splashing from down the beach. Everyone turned to see a woman struggling through shallow water, blue dress soaked and clinging to her body. Mascara streamed down her face like black tears. The wedding planner tried signaling security, but she was already stumbling up the beach. "You can't marry him," she screamed, pointing at Derek. "We were just on a date 3 days ago at Bella Luna. You said you were on a business trip." The wedding went silent. I kept shooting photos on instinct, capturing Melissa turning to her fiancé. Derek's face drained of color, like someone had unplugged him. "It's not what you think," he stammered. "Caitlin's just a colleague. We were having coffee. Networking, babe, I swear." Caitlin laughed bitterly. "Networking? Is that what you call making out in your car? Is that what you call texting me about our weekend in Napa next month?" My aunt gasped theatrically. Melissa stood frozen, clutching her bouquet so tightly her knuckles were white. What happened next was unscriptable. Melissa's 78-year-old grandmother, tiny Italian Nonna Rosa, slowly rose from her seat. This sweet, church-going lady, who baked biscotti and pinched kids' cheeks, suddenly transformed. Nonna Rosa walked directly to Derek, orthopedic shoes leaving prints in sand. The wedding held its breath. Then, smack, she slapped him so hard his head turned. The sound echoed across the beach. "I knew it," she said, thick accent making each word land like a hammer. "I saw you on my dating app last week." The collective gasp was seismic. Nonna Rosa pulled out her iPhone, opened Plenty of Fish, and turned the screen toward Melissa. "Look, Bambina, after your nano died, my friend said I should try meeting someone. I wasn't serious, just curious. Then this one," jabbing at Derek, "appears on my screen. His profile said, 'Single businessman looking for discreet fun.' I took screenshots but didn't want to break your heart before the wedding." Derek sputtered incoherently. His best man slowly stepped away, looking equally shocked and embarrassed. Melissa finally unfroze. She looked at dripping Caitlin, then at Nonna Rosa with her evidence, finally at Derek fumbling with excuses about being hacked and this being a misunderstanding. Without a word, Melissa handed her bouquet to her maid of honor, slipped off her white Louboutins, and took Nonna Rosa's wrinkled hand. Together, they walked barefoot down the beach, sunset silhouetting them perfectly. Caitlin awkwardly followed behind. Guests sat stunned before erupting into chaos. Derek's parents rushed to damage control while my aunt sobbed. The wedding planner frantically typed on her phone, probably updating her disaster protocol. I kept photographing everything. Professional instinct. 2 weeks later, Melissa used those photos for her dodged a bullet party. She framed the shot of Nonna Rosa mid-slap above her fireplace. The catering deposit was non-refundable, so the fancy appetizers and champagne didn't go to waste. Last I heard, Nonna Rosa and Caitlin became unlikely friends, meeting for coffee to compare dating horror stories. And yes, I got paid in full for the photos, plus a bonus for capturing what Melissa calls the moment dignity won.